Look, it's really up to us. It truly is. We need to save Call of Duty Zombies. For some reason, I just get the guttural feeling that people just don't know what the fuck is up over there. I'm sorry. Sorry to say it, but Zombies for the past 2 games has not felt like actual Call of Duty Zombies. Now, there's some elements that do, but you know that there's that voice screaming out from the ether in the back of your head that tells you, look, we've had it so much better before. How has it not gotten better since Black Ops 3? I'm sorry. You know what I believe is the best Zombies after BO3? Infinite Warfare. It played the most similar to Black Ops 3, even after Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 didn't even play as similar as Infinite Warfare did to BO3. Now, look, I know what you're saying. How is Black Ops 3 old? How was that normal zombies that everybody loves? Well, it's not. You see, Black Ops 3 was also closer to Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 and World at War than modern zombies. Take some electric cherry for real. Y'all know I could sit here all day and talk about how they should change the point system or the way it plays. We know that needs to be changed. In fact, I don't know how they don't know. They said for Black Ops 7, they're going to be listening to the community, all that stuff. We know armor and rarities, gun rarities are returning. There's a few things that I think are taking a step in the right direction. For example, we saw in Black Ops 7 in their whole developer reveal, a little scene with zombies coming out of the barn. We could see as the zombies are running out that there seems to be an ammo crate. Why do I say that? Because it's a big old barrel filled with bullets. What else can it be? Could this be the new look for our ammo crates in zombies? We know how they looked in multiplayer. We know how they looked in Black Ops 6 zombies and Cold War. Pretty much the same and nothing cool and nothing unique to zombies. This one, however, does look unique. I hope they're taking a lot of them assets we saw in Black Ops 6 and previously in Cold War and making them more zombified. And as of right now, in Black Ops 7, zombies may be our only savior with how the community and society is thinking about that game right now. You know, I truly hope not. I think the campaign looks awesome. So far, from what we can see from multiplayer, it looks like I'm gonna have a good time. But as of right now, for a lot of people, I do believe zombies is looking to be the most exciting part. As of right now, we do not know terribly much about zombies in Black Ops 7 besides the snippets we got at Gamescom, as well as they, released those snippets from Farm, as well as all the information in their blog post. And again, when talking about saving zombies, I think, today I'm going to heavily focus on the atmosphere. The atmosphere is what builds zombies, I believe. And like I've said previously, this clip in Farm with zombies running out of the barn, we can see our ammo crate, which shows us they are taking that step forward toward making these assets in zombies more zombie specific, as they should have been from the start. Now, until COD Next, we are going to have so much time to speculate. However, there are some very important zombies assets that seem to have written themselves out of existence, and it's pissing me off. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Go and take some Vulturade for real, because we're talking about barriers.
Let me just ask you this. If you were a photographer and you were planning to build a set of a COD Zombie shoot, what would be a vital element to make this stand out from any other zombies location? It would be the barriers.
Barriers need to come back to Call of Duty Zombies. And it's actually fucking ridiculous at this point. And COD Zombies fans need to be vocal about this or nothing's gonna happen. If we gotta be vocal about anything at this point, let it be barriers for me, please. It's literally the foundation of zombies. You spawn into Nocturne Totem. What are you met with? Barriers. Literally, the first thing you see on screen are those barriers in the spawn room, with the... Of course you can see them in your head. I don't even need to show a picture because, you know what? They're so damn memorable. Barriers are beautiful. The light shining through. The fact that I can go sit next to a wall, hold X if you're on Xbox, and just chill out for a little bit. It could possibly give you a little extra points. Again, bringing us closer to the classic point system because let's be real, no one really likes the point system now. Also something I thought Treyarch would see and obviously change based on feedback. And not having barriers and look, Modern Warfare Z, I understand. But not having, well, even then, I feel like it'd be awesome. But Black Ops 6, okay? The fact that it doesn't have barriers, we have the windows. It looks like barriers would fit perfectly on there. In fact, we have light shining through. You know how better that'd look with barriers over the window? It'd really tie in that zombies atmosphere. If I see barriers anywhere in real life, I'm thinking COD Zombies. Sorry, that's just the way I grew up. And the area, nice area. Barriers in Black Ops 6, nowhere to be found. We know that, but guess what? I actually did find barriers in Black Ops 6. That's right. Right outside of the church on Liberty Falls, there's a window where it looks to have had barriers actually up at one point. They look knocked down. They are the same shape as the barriers from Nocturne Totem. In fact, these barriers, the same, I built this myself, thank you. The same layout we can see on Liberty Falls for these barriers, and this also is the classic Nocturne Totem spawn room barrier build. So I hope you like it. Put a lot of work into it. So go ahead and take some speed cola. You need it. Because also, loading screens. Y'all remember those awesome comic book loading screens that we had back in the day? I used to also love the little loading screen jingles we got with them. Ascension, one of my personal favorites. Also, Shangri-La, thought I had a very nice opening. Those have seen since Cold War to have gone away. It's sad. It's very, very sad. I thought that the comic book loading screens offered a different avenue of art into this awesome zombies culture, giving us some very fun, intricate, and speculative loading screens. Y'all remember, I think it was Die Rise, one of my favorite loading screens because the pages were ripped off. We were speculating at that point that a Cowboy Zombies map would come next because of the page ripped off in the corner. I believe you could see what, like a little horseshoe or something like that. Freaking awesome, okay? I love little teasers like that when they don't throw it in your face, but you're able to get a little taste of something. Barriers, loading screens, just that classic zombification is what we need back in Call of Duty. That just overall Call of Duty zombification seems to have been lost in the ether over the past few years of zombies, and I think it needs to come back, and we need to be more vocal about that. I know right now the sentiment that Call of Duty has based on Battlefield and all the blacklash, that's actually, I like that a lot. Blacklash, let's go with that. They've received a lot of negative news. We know now that the skins aren't going to be carrying over. That's a good thing. That's a plus, I'd say, across the board. I don't know how you could disagree with that. If so, let me know down in the comments below. But I'd like to see the same narrative translate over to zombies. We know we're getting survival maps coming back in Black Ops 7. That's huge, fantastic. I love it a lot. But I think in order for those maps to work and really give me that feeling of just classic round survival, have it play in classic mode. If classic mode is coming to the game, which it should be, it was leaked for BO6, never came. Now we know, probably BO7. If it shows up, give me it on launch and give me it on every single survival map. Icing on the cake. Cherry on the pie. That would do it for me. What would do it for you? I would love to know down in the comments below because y'all know one of my favorite parts of making these videos, taking a Ethereum crystal, is continuing the conversation down below. If you're not subscribed already, what are you doing? Please, it would help me out a lot. Also, it'd be great to stay up to date with all future channel notifications. I know most of y'all ain't subscribed. At least like 45 to 55% of y'all who watches my videos is not subscribed. I always welcome new soldiers to my crew, so come on and join. It's free to enlist. I cannot wait to talk about our next topic. I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you very much.